If you are an avid follower of modern technology and keep up with all of Elon Musk's recent announcements, you must have heard the big scoop already. Even if you don't know, we are here to share that news with you. Elon Musk has just revealed plans for an insane satellite for India, which will be one of the greatest achievements India has made in the world of technology and space science so far. Isn't it a piece of exciting news? Aren't you taken aback? Well, if you are surprised, it is pretty natural. India is going to develop and leap forward, and the day is not far off when India, along with NASA and SpaceX, will lead the globe in the exploration of the unlimited infinite known as space. Welcome to Elon Musk Newest. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to never miss the newest update on SpaceX, Tesla, Starship, or anything related to Mr. Elon Musk. So now, without further ado, let's begin. As mentioned previously, Elon Musk has recently announced plans to launch satellites for India, which is a real heavyweight and more significant news than you might think. But unlike other major news stories, it didn't spread that much, making any sensation or humdrum. So to that end, let's go back in time and see what led up to this momentous revelation. On Friday evening, residents in North Indian states witnessed mysterious lights that startled them. A video of a string of bright lights passing through the sky became viral on social media shortly after. It was previously reported in the media that it was a satellite from Starlink, which is a venture led by Elon Musk's SpaceX. But a twist in the story kicked in later. It was actually quite a different scenario. According to the Indian Defense Authority, it was a satellite. According to the country head, Starlink, Elon Musk's rocket business, SpaceX's satellite internet branch, will seek a commercial license in India earliest this year to deliver broadband and other services. Sanjay Bhargava, SpaceX's Starlink country director in India, stated that they hope to have applied for a commercial license by January 31st, 2022, unless they encounter a serious setback. As part of a low Earth orbit network, Starlink is one of a rising number of firms launching small satellites to deliver low-latency broadband internet services around the world, with a special focus on rural locations where the terrestrial internet infrastructure struggles to reach. OneWeb, which is co-owned by the British government and India's Bharti Enterprises, along with Kuiper of Amazon.com, are among its opponents. When Starlink has received over 5,000 pre-orders for its devices in India, no services have yet been launched. Nonetheless, the Indian government warned citizens last week not to subscribe to Starlink since it does not have a license to operate in the nation. It has also issued a warning to the company instructing it to stop accepting bookings and providing services. As a result, Starlink has suspended collecting pre-orders for its gadgets in India for the time being, citing delayed regulatory permission, according to its website. We further ask that you refrain from subscribing to Starlink's internet satellite devices until they are legal in our country, as this could pose problems later. The corporation formed Starlink Satellite Communications Private Limited last month, allowing it to conduct business in the country. By December 2022, the business hopes to have 200,000 Starlink devices in India if it can finish its services by April 2022. Furthermore, according to the business, 80% of these devices would be deployed in rural areas. This would undoubtedly result in a significant improvement and development of these places, as most rural areas now lack the same level of internet connectivity and speed as the big cities. If you believe this is the end of the so-called large project, you should reconsider, since there is still a lot more to come. Starlink had intended to operate in India as a telecommunications company, providing services such as satellite broadband internet, content storage and streaming, and multimedia communication, among other things. It also planned to sell satellite phones, network equipment, wired and wireless communication devices, and data transmission and receiving equipment. According to a company presentation released by Bhargava on LinkedIn over the weekend, the company also indicated it will focus on stimulating rural development in India with its broadband services. Once it was granted permission to deliver services, the company planned to give away 100 devices for free to schools in Delhi and neighboring rural regions in the first phase, and then target 12 rural districts across India in the second phase. The corporation is also set to meet with legislators and ministers to discuss how to bring 100% internet connectivity to the country and how it might improve the lives of its residents. The satellite internet startup, which launched for the first time in 2018, has launched over 1,600 satellites into low Earth orbit, promising to bring high-speed internet to communities that aren't accessible to wired or wireless internet. The terminals come with a dish that links wirelessly to LEO satellites. For your information, LEO satellites actually stand for low Earth orbit satellites. The internet connection used in the beta tests has a latency of 20 to 40 milliseconds and rates of 50 to 150 megabits per second. When we're talking about Starlink broadband's debut into the Indian internet market, we should probably talk about the man who is behind this enormous achievement. So, who do you believe is the best candidate? Without any second guess, it is none other than Elon Musk. Yes, he is the most significant person, but there is another person without whom this idea would not have been able to establish itself in our country, and that person is none other than Sanjay Bhargava. Musk had previously praised Bhargava's work in aiding Indian rural communities, as well as his leadership role in Musk's digital payment startup PayPal in November. It's worth noting that the IIT Bombay alumni had only recently joined Starlink in October of last year, but was already on Elon Musk's good side. Bhargava was honored for his joint efforts with his wife, Anita Kapoor Bhargava, in bringing low-cost internet access to India's rural communities. However, Sanjay Bhargava, the Indian head of Elon Musk's satellite broadband startup Starlink, has quit for personal reasons. Bhargava announced his decision on LinkedIn and stated that his last day of duty would be on December 31st, 2021. Sanjay Bhargava stated his reasons for quitting his employment in a second post after his resignation. Bhargava said in a fairly philosophical essay that he has now recognized that he has not lived enough and that he wants to alter that. He also claimed that he does not have time for continuous meetings about statuses, rules and processes, and internal regulations, knowing that nothing will be accomplished. Meanwhile, the satellite internet provider has failed to obtain a license to provide services in India, even though reservations have begun in the nation. However, the Department of Telecommunications, DOT in India, has urged Indian clients not to subscribe to Starlink because it is not yet permitted. As we discuss the project in detail, we will also inform you of the amount that Starlink will charge you when you have a complete subscription and internet access. Pre-bookings for Indian addresses have begun to be accepted by Starlink. The deposit for the service has been set at $99, about 7,300 Indian rupees. This money will go toward the Starlink equipment that will need to be installed at your home for you to have access to the internet. Once you've paid, your location's priority access will be reserved for you. This deposit is entirely refundable, so you may get your money back even if you change your mind after paying. Starlink is currently offering speeds of 50 to 150 megabits per second during the beta testing phase. Elon Musk, on the other hand, has stated that by the end of 2021, speeds will be increased to 300 megabits per second. So now that we've reached the end note of this episode, we would like to thank you for staying with us to the end. Please share your thoughts on the new Starlink internet satellite in the comment section, as well as whether you plan to purchase a subscription to the internet whenever it is available on the market following its approval. Hope you liked our video. Please subscribe to our channel and remember to hit the like button, turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified whenever we release a new video. And share the video as far as possible because the more you know, the more you grow. So that's it for today. Stay tuned for our next interesting video, and we assure you that the next one is going to be equally fantastic just like this one. For the time being, peace.